Hello everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here at Udon, and we are going to head to the Waking Sands. And that should be, I believe, not too far at all. Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. I do believe I'm supposed to be doing that one at some point, but haven't gotten to it yet. I believe the Waking Sands should be... Or did I mess up here? I'm not sure. Oh, I messed up. I mistook the quicksand for the Waking Sands. That's kind of terrible. Can't believe I actually did that. Was it Horizon or Black Breast Station? Pretty sure it was Horizon. For whatever reason, I thought the Waking Sands... It's been so long since we've been to the Waking Sands. Used to go there all the time, but this is the first time in quite some... I think the last time we were there was when we did the Primal Hard quest. I want to say it was then, but I can't be for certain. The old home, which we could always count on getting there before the actual entrance showed up. Aye. Guess we'll just wait it out. It's actually kind of okay, there we go.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pepin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthal, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young lady, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. a ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say her grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck her grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
Well, it seems supposedly some of the Syndicate aren't so bad. I not count on Prioress Duella herself appearing. In offense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more persistent. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Reborn, we have taken a vital first step towards resolving matters in Udal. Couldn't have done it without your help, Naran. Thank you. And we'll take defending one. In fact, we can slap that on right now, I believe. Since anything we have is probably going to be not as good. Keep on forgetting the armory chest, come on. Okay. So it is a ring that we have to replace. The knock ring is okay. The hero's ring of fending is what we could replace for sure. It's all good except for a direct hit rate. This one has better direct hit rate for whatever reason, but otherwise it's fine. Our level is 115. That's pretty neat. Tara, yes, Reborn is now in safe hands. What, another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravinians are preparing to resume their siege on the Holy See. Though I'm loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Torapin and the others to investigate, and return with haste to Ishgard. Seems we'll be heading to Ishgard once again to take on whatever's going on there. Not used to the names for this, but I believe Foundation is the correct spot we want to go to. There's a couple people around. Now let me think of what shard I need to go to. Is it the last vigil? Might be the last vigil. It's up here with the pillars, I know that much. Hey, yep, we're correct. The last vigil is the one that's correct. I thought it was, I just wasn't quite sure. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Baal short. Won't bother you, but the city's awash of rumors of another Dravini attack. Lord Harkafont was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you better head in. Alright. My friend, I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. So I'm sure you're now aware that Dravinians are once more gathering for war. Mistress Scorchtrust, Master Lavinia, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it was best to have Mistress Chitara contact by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed that they saw cloud dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. I will not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you come to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Signs of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. Remain in a besieged Ishgard, or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The cat would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunker in a hole. What say you, Narin? Sure, let's stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let it never be said that we abandon our allies in their hour of need. The choice we make today may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tatara should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss this path that lies before us.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emeric. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
Yeah, we got the Dragoon guy with us. I kind of question his intentions, but okay, we have some more text here. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Ermac will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tatara, I would ask you to remain at 4 Times Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the signs of the Summit Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir. I believe that spot is, I want to say it's by the cathedral? Is it? No, apparently not. Well then, huh? The Tribunal, maybe? No, that was not correct. I'm gonna just go to the plaza then. Okay, it's off, Okay, so it would have been by the Forgotten Knight then, which as far as I know is kind of a weird spot to get to. Actually, it might just be right up here. Because I remember going to the broom the first time and couldn't find a way there. You speak with the Lord Commander, try and make it quick.
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Alright, so we've convinced him at least to make sure there isn't a preemptive strike, hopefully. I just feel like this isn't going to go the way we hope. Having secured air support may proceed without fear of a preemptive escorting attack, which is not to say we can afford to do either. History tells us that Dravinians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Einstein, let us begin our task.
Such commotion. Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach. So, The dragons are coming. Let them come. In their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Reached level 55, nice. Learn anything new from that? I'm curious. Looks like we should have Goring Blade here. I'm actually curious now. Oh, I haven't learned it. Shoot, okay. Guess I have to learn that one. I probably have to go and find some more Paladin quests to do. Ooh, wind up Alphanod, okay. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Chitara of our plans. I shall await you at St. Rene's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. That I need no reminding. Come, Nar, and let us head back to Four Temps Manor. Go ahead and head in inside. Course is set, Chitara. Maybe sometime before Nara and I return to Ishgard. Well, just be careful, alright? Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru, for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alphanot. I made it especially. No, I couldn't possibly. Very well. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. Glad you liked it. I've been practicing my needlework while listening to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. It was the least I could do. Now I must be back to the tavern. Well, I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Okay, where do we head now? Down back to the Foundation. You said your farewells, then. We're ready to part. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Farewell, but she proves an elusive query. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Yuzel's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last. The Crithius Western Highlands. Let's speak of Sir Woodwall, was it? As the commanders of Falcon's Nest. It's like he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. I believe we can just teleport over there if I remember correctly. Alrighty, up this way then. Might be able to find some more ether currents around as we look about. Well of all, Mr. Scorchdust, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it is no trifling matter. He's your Dragoon, I know of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. Alphanot Lemonier at your service, and as you are not mistaken as to the gravity of the situation, gravity of our mission, Sir Redwall. I'm sure you're aware the Observatorium has warned that Dravinians gather for another assault. I believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest, in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see, then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep to the surrounding lands at any moment. I also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgonian's Mills. It's possible they have enough information that could be of use to you. Mrs. Scorchdust knows well the place I speak of, for it was she who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while you two visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Wise use of our time. Come, Narn, I'm eager to learn what Sid Redwall's men have found in the heretic's lair. Alrighty, let's begin our journey then. Let's go ahead and jump on our griffin. And look around for green things about. Ah, there's one right there. See if you can find any other ones about while we're here. See if there's any behind the statue, perhaps. No, there's not. Oh, we found another one over here, though. Alright, that's another one down. This area over here might have something for us, perhaps. No, maybe not. Do you see the camp down there, though? If there's none up here, then I would assume it'd be across the bridge or elsewhere. There's probably one down below where we need to go anyways. Don't see anything over that way. Something up here, perhaps? Nothing, okay. Well, we've looked over this area pretty much, so let's go ahead and head down where we need to go. see any green swirls over here. Just checking over here before I have to go. Nah, not seeing anything. I'll just look around for ether currents. I'm not seeing any more than the two I found. Come on, I'm convinced there has to be at least one around here. I can't imagine there not being. This is a new area, I think. I must have approached this from a different way, because I don't remember going through this area. Oh, this went along the bridge, apparently. I think, unless I can cut through this way, I'm not sure. It's strange to me that I've covered so much ground but could not find another ether current around. And I haven't really been hidden either. Oh, there's one. It's kind of a weird spot, though. Must be going up this way somehow. Let's see here. Yeah, we got a couple of them here so far. Looks like I'd have to find 7 more of the green ones. And the yellow ones, I believe, are from quests, so... It's just scorched us, our findings, you say? Well, there's something of a tale here. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters that we were ambushed by the shadows by great white beasts. So it seemed the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Narin. Looks like a bear, okay. Oh boy. Well, that wasn't too hard, at least. The beasts are slain, then. My thanks, Mr. Scorchus. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. We wish to track down Lady Iceheart. Is this not so? The records were discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some sort of manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were in surviving an onslaught of fang and claw. I wager these epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divined some clue from these letters, or we wandered the snowfields and prayed that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. It's hardly a choice at all. Got the little wind-up alpha nod. I guess we'll go ahead and switch to that one, because we've had Midgar some more quite a bit already, so... wrong thing. Union Guide, there we go. Got a dozen of them now. Nice little collection, I guess. Guess the last two should be down here, I imagine. have recovered much of the heretics' correspondence. And we got 3 of them right here. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Luminor and Sir Innestein, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgon Mills heretics and their fellows in the Alpha Amphitheater. Their requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we have thought abandoned. The Alpha Amphitheater, the very place where we witnessed the manifestation of primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous track of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. We must place our faith in the Ethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbreda succeeded in recreating the Afghan beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics at Gorgon Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, the wager still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eisenstein, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? It might be possible for us to reach the aetherite from the side of the wall. It should. Haster and Derry posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Alrighty. Guess we'll see the ice wall from this side then. Go ahead and get on our griffin here. How far are we heading in any case? Probably all the way down. A bit of a ways down that way. Doubt we'll find any more ether currents as we'll be tracking through familiar territory here. But you never know. Saw by that from quite a ways away there. I believe we have to cross the bridge. Saw somebody running off that way, but they're completely gone now. I guess we have to head directly this way. Okay, that's questionable. Was I supposed to go all the way around? That's what it's looking like to me. I guess we'll check. Like, the only thing I could tell would be perhaps, having to go along the ridge here once I get off the bridge. So that's how it looks like I may have to approach it from a different way. Discover a new location. Okay, maybe I'm right. I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so it must be down below. It has to be. Gotta drop the one here, no doubt. Yep. Aha, we found it. Okay. Good thing that falls don't kill us. We found an ether current just sitting here. Very nice. Alright. Ah, the guests of House Fortamps, accompanied by the Azure Dragon, no less. Can't imagine what brought you out this far, but you're welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Afkafka beacon still functions, we must pray to the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. Heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones of our history. Impressive structure. I wonder how many mages it's endured. Any happy assets and pocketants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard, it is not that you banished our beloved saint. Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Say your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak of your mistress, that we must broker her peace. You think us fools, boy. It will take more than honey words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we all know too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us a little choice. Come, brothers, may Dragon Wings bear us to victory.
God is down.
Okay, they're kind of stacking up here. That's a big one.
Know your folly.
Focus. Release!
Just gotta bring this guy down in time. This guy's almost dead. Alrighty. Estonine definitely carried his weight. They fight like demons, 'tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you have asked them that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so is Mui. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would have be as good to enlighten us, Isazan? I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the dreaming dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that Izur Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened to the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by the entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a long rain of ashes hitters to begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in its shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. Fascinating tile. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the Frozen Beast, however, there's another place I would visit first. I'm told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jantelat, may have information of use to us. But mayhap you're not familiar with that name either. The convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I'm willing to wager that they'll encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. Sound suggestion. Let us speak with these convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. see, where are we heading here? We're heading way out there. I'm not even quite sure how we would actually reach over there. Maybe this way? I'm assuming it would be that way. If not, it's over the bridge. Well, the bridge is right here, actually. So I'm not entirely sure how we're going to approach this. There may be a way through here, I'm not quite sure. We'll find out soon enough. Looks like there might be a pathway over that way from here. It's like a little frozen river that we can cross. Ooh, another ether current. It should make half of them now. Looks like we made it the correct way. Oh, there's another ether current over here. Let's go ahead and grab that first. Let's see how we reach this. Okay, so we're definitely finding a lot of them now. This makes number 6. Go and repair our gear while we're here. Why not? Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the convictors, eh? A hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon. Be not so quick to judge. I've seen this frail youth fail heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor, that lance, the Ezreal Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I'm Janelot. You're the convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. Yeah, that's what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp. Yeah, Lady Iceheart, is it? Yeah, I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her for people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Narn, Esticide, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak of as many as you can, Naren. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Radamux, Varamont, and Benchitant that wanders in and out of this camp? Are there any heretics in this area? I have not the faintest idea. Why a heretic could pass under my very nose, I'd be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady, the big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for a sign of my prey. I care not for the visible creatures that scurry upon the ground. Kinda curious about these blue ones. Are they for ether currents? Indeed they are. This one too? Yeah, it is, huh. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Picaret or something? I have enough trouble keeping their preening fops fed and closed as it is. It's no business of mine what folk they themselves out there in the wilds. Somewhat I can help you with, my lady. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We'd be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If I please, my lord, I'm Picaret, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing fork that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Janelot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed in the service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. Once they've got to thinking how fair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds, told me they were off to the western highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining the ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I mind to start a fire. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, guys, and next time we start off, we're going to be setting up a fire, I guess.